So here we are with the final deck from the draft. Just a quick overview of what we cut and what we didn't. Obviously we've got all the elves in here and the Wirewood Symbiotes. We've got the good elf package there, double Huntmaster, double Timberwatch elf, double Vanguard. There's a lot of power in there. A few bits of removal, Firebolt, Chain Lightning, Flame Jab, a couple of decent sort of low to the ground creatures, Flinthoof Boars, the Curd Ape, Elephant Guide, again just another thing, good win con there in the Charbelcher, and then we've got our little package of Gamble into Natural Order into Regal Force, which with the Huntmasters and the bouncing with the Symbiote, we're going to be drawing quite a lot of cards. A few little concessions here. I didn't play the Brawn in the end, or the Sylvan Might. Brawn just a little bit too expensive for the deck. I mean, the Huntmasters sort of just made the cut because they're so good with the build. Brawn can come in some matchups. Same with the Sylvan Might. Really in the cuts as well, we've got the Fog for the aggressive matchups, and then things like the Seismic Stomp to push for a bit of damage there. Didn't play the Young Pyro in the end, only I think about 4 or 5 non-creature spells. I think there's only about sort of 3 instants maybe, so not quite where we're looking to be with him, unfortunately. Deck seems pretty solid. Yeah, we're running the one Rogue Highlands we drafted, 9 Forest, 6 Mountains. A little bit low on the mountains for all the one drop reds, but not too bad all in all. We've got more green, a lot double casted in green, so we're going to be needing more forests than we are mountains. So let's move on to the first round. So here we are. I'm playing against Munch here. There's probably a little bit of a dead airspace here. I think we take a little while to resolve mulligans and the such like. As you can see, green sleeves. I'm a bit of a sucker for green, and also I'm a bit of a try hard, so I've got my Channel Fireball t-shirt on there. Not that I should be promoting other channels or anything, but there we are. So I think we're just gonna roll to see who plays first here, I hope. Well, I'm just talking about some gubbins, evidently. Found myself a pen and a pad. Keep some life. Again, apologies for the slightly worse than high quality audio we normally have. Draw my 7 here we go. 6 below average and 7, so Munch will elect to play first. Let's take a look at our openers here. I think I can see Forest, Mug Fanatic, Timberwatch Elf. What else we got? Gamble, Rugged Highlands, Symbiote and Elephant Guide. So I think we're going to be keeping that. A little bit of a slower start. Munch is going to take a mull to 6 here. Again, he is playing the red-white deck, so the mull not too bad for him. You know, he's playing another aggressive deck. Doesn't quite punish you as much. You've got quite a lot of low drops. Yep, green hat to go with green sleeves because I like green. There we are. Let's see if his 6 is any better. Looks like we've got double Glimmer Point Stag, Mountain, Pyrokinesis. He's not happy with that. He's going to get a 5. Bit punished there. He's running, like I discussed about my curve, not wanting to go over 4 and him drawing 2 Glimmer Point Stags and a Pyrokinesis there. He might be a bit more high end than me. I'm sure we'll find out. But he's just going to go to 5 here, so we're looking pretty comfortable. Hopefully we can sort of just outpace him. So here we go. Is his 5 going to be better? We've got a Raise the Alarm. Is that a World Gorger Dragon as well? That's yeah, definitely not what you want. No, that doesn't go to your hand. There we go. Don't cheat before we started. Planes and go. So we are going to draw Little Anna Huntmaster. So we're going to lead with this Rugged Highlands. Going to go to 21 and pass the turn. He's missed his land drop, so we are going to draw what looks like a Firebolt, Forest, and I think we're going to go Fanatic into Wirewood Symbiote. pretty safe here. The only real thing that punishes there is swords, but if he wants to swords the symbiote, he's more than welcome. He'll get a 21. We've got a reader here, he's going to read the symbiote. Make sure he knows what that does. Untap and draw again. We've drawn a Timberwatch Elf here, so missing our third land drop. So we're just going to come in for 2. That'll put Munch to 19. And we're just going to have to say go here, unfortunately. Could have gambled for a land. I think the power of the card in our hand is not really where we want to be. He has found his third land though. Looks like he's got a Raise the Alarm in hand there, so could try and blow us out when we inevitably swing in again. So I think he's just taking that into consideration now. I don't think there's a lot else he can do there. So he's just going to pass the turn. We will draw. We have found our third mana source in that forest there. So we are going to move to combat. Swing in. And I think we're going to see that Raise the Alarm here. There it is. He says he's going to block 1 and 1. I think we're going to put a lot of stock on that Wirewood Symbiote. So we're going to sack the Fanatic to kill the blocker for the Symbiote there. It leaves him with the 1/1 Soldier, but like I say, that Symbiote vastly more valuable. So we're going to just play this Timberwatch Elf and pass the turn back. See, it looks like a Calciderm drawn there for him. Still no 4th land. He's just going to take another reader. He's going to read the Timberwatch Elf there. And we're going to have the one that gives haste, and when it ETBs, target creature can't block. I think it deals 2, so we're going to take 3 there, down to 18. And draw for turn. Looks like the Elvish Vanguard there for us. We've got that Firebolt in hand there. We've got Gamble. Quite a few things we can do with our turn. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do here. So we're going to lead off with the Elvish Vanguard. And I imagine we will see a swing for 3 here. Yeah, so we're going to come across for 3. After the pump, obviously, Timberwatch Elf given +2/+2 because we control Elvish Vanguard and the Timberwatch Elf itself. I think that put Munch to 15 there. Maybe 16. I'm not keeping live totals here, I'm just obviously live commentary, so I might be slightly off. I'm sure the live counter blow will tell a different story there. And then, like I say, we are going to firebolt that dude. Munch is just going to pass the turn here. Let's see what we draw. It's a mountain. So we are going to cast, it looks like the Lystalana Huntmaster. Just going to give that Elvish Vanguard a trigger, and Munch is going to say seen enough, and he will scoop there. So on to game 2. Munch again, I imagine, will be on the play, so we'll be on the draw here. Hopefully he can keep more than 5 this time. So let's take a look at the openers there. For us, looks like a Curd Ape, a Forest, a Llanowar Elves, a Flint Hoofboar, an Elvish Vanguard, a Mogg Fanatic, and a Lystalana Huntmaster. Not the worst hand in the world. I mean, we can go sort of Forest into Llanowar Elves, into Flint Hoofboar or Elvish Vanguard. Pretty soft to any sort of spot removal like Firebolt or anything like that, so we are going to send that back there. Not quite what we're looking for, especially no red mana for that Curd Ape or to pump that Flint Hoofboar, so we will get to 6 here. Munch is going to keep it 7 this time. So let's see what we draw. There's 6. And we have got Rugged Highlands, Civic Wayfinder, Elephant Guide, Forest, Mountain, and I missed that last one there, so we're going to scry. We don't want that, evidently. So, Mountain Go. We're going to draw another forest. We are going to probably lead with that Rugged Highlands. Go to 21. And pass to them. It's a mountain drawn for Munch there. Da, 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 da. Lots of contemplation about what he wants to do here. I think he's got a Mistral Charger in hand. He's got the planes for it, so that might well be the play he makes here. No, he's going to go mountain into Keldor Marauders. So we're going to back down to 20. 2 vanishing counters on him. We'll draw. It's another mountain for us. So we will play that and play with Flinthoof Boar as a 3/3 because we control a mountain. And he's going to hit again. There we go. And vanishing counter down 1. See what he wants to do here. It's going to be a plains. Might see that Mistral Charger. Can't quite see what else is in his hand. He's got Rally there. Very, very good card in the red-white tokens deck. He's going to come across for 3. We're just going to say sure. We will go to 17. And he's going to play Mistral Charger and say go. So we'll draw for the turn. Drawn our second Flinthoof Boar. That's a pretty good draw for us. So we've got the Wayfinder. We don't need any more lands at the moment. We've got another 2. So I think we're just going to play this, give it haste for 1 red, and crash across for 6. We know we're not going to get punished by that Keldor Marauders. It's just going to ping us for 1 and put us to 16 there. Leave him with the derpy Mistral Charger. So I think he's drawn a second rally there. He's going to go Mog War Marshal. He's going to give him a Goblin. He's going to come across for 2. We will go to 14. So we're going to untap and draw. Draw was Borderland Marauder, so we're going to go Forest. We've got that Elephant Guide, so we've got the Timberwatch Elf, or the Borderland Marauder. They're the 3 plays we can make this turn. So we're just making a decision here whether we want to be aggressive or not. I think he's at 14 at this point, so we're just going to suit up our boar, make it +3/+3, and we're going to come across for 9 and put Munch to 5 if he elects not to block. And I think this is about the point I realise I screwed up, because I don't have an answer for that flyer, and if I'd left back 1 blocker here, I don't lose to the Rally of the Peasants, because he can obviously elect not to block here and then swing for 10 the following turn, puts me to 4, and then he can just flash back the turn after with the Mistral Charger and kill me. So at this point obviously I've committed, there's nothing I can do. I'm pretty sure I've lost this unless I top deck one of my red removal spells on the following turn. So I'm just kind of hoping he makes some poor blocks here with the Goblin token. He can effectively chump with the Mog War Marshal and have a similar crackback with Rally the Peasants here. I think that's what he's considering here, and he'll just block the 6/6, take 3, and that puts him to some amount, I can't remember, maybe 12, something like that. So he's got 2 goblins there and the Mistral Charger. Like I say, he's on a decent amount of life. He's not going to die from the crackback from these Flinthoof Boars here. There's nothing else with haste in my deck, but obviously he has to consider I might have a 3rd Flinthoof Boar. I might have something like Chain Lightning as well. that might deal the damage we need there. He's just going to go for it. He is going to rally here. So we're going to take 10. That'll put us to 4. And I think that's where I scoop it up. I see the writings on the wall there. Like I said, I know I died to the Mistral Charger on the crackback. You don't see, I think I draw my top card and it's not the removal spell I need there. So we're just going to go to game 3 here. Draw our 7s. Let's take a look, see what we've got here. Looks like Gamble, Keldon Marauders, Borderland Marauder, Llanowar Elves, Timberwatch Elf, Mountain. We're missing green, but obviously we run 10 green sources in the deck, so we're going to keep this. We've got a couple of plays we can make, 2 drops. So once we play the Windscarred Crag and go to 21, and we will draw. And it's a Huntmaster, so we're just going to play out the Borderland Marauder and pass the turn there. He draws his own Keldon Marauders. He's going to go Plains, Keldon Marauders, ping us. We're at 19. He will pass the turn. There we are, we drew one of our 10 green sources there. Right on time. Let's see what we want to do. We're going to crash across for 3. He's going to go to 18. And then we are going to play Keldon Marauders, put him to 17. I'll quite happily trade here if he elects to attack. And it looks like we've got the Llanowar Elves as a follow-up as well, so not a bad turn for us there. Board presence, acceleration. Let's see what Munch wants to do here. He's going to go Mountain. Take a look at what he's got in hand. Looks like Pyrokinesis there. The hasty guy that I can never remember the name of. He's got a Raise the Alarm. We've got a White Mane Lion. A few options here for him. Like play like White Mane Lion. He can bounce the Marauders, things like that. He's just going to go with Pyrokinesis 3-in-1 there by the looks of it. So Pyrokinesis, I'm reading this time just to confirm that's the card. It's like Force of Will for reds. You exile a red card and you get to deal 4 damage divided as you choose among permanents. So he's gone for 3 on the Marauders and 1 on the Elves there. Try and keep me off the mana. And then he's going to come across 4-3 and put. So we're going to untap and draw. Lovely second green source there. Didn't even hide the fact we drew it. And we're going to come across 4-3. And we are going to play Huntmaster. And he's going to read Huntmaster. So we're going to pass turn. On upkeep, that Keldon Marauders is going to go. No, he's going to, in fact, White Mane Lion to return it to his hand. He thinks it just blinks. I'm just going to tell him otherwise. Unfortunately, no, you don't get to keep that on the battlefield. A little bit of a hinge in his plans there. So he's just going to replay the Marauders. I think that puts me to 14. And he's just going to pass turn. So this is pretty good for us here. We are going to get to start pumping out quite a lot of pressure. We've got Timberwatch Elf, Mountain, Gamble in hand. So we're going to play out this elf, I think. There we are. Just going to trigger that Huntmaster. We're going to get a 1-1. Excellent stuff. And then here's the ultimate question. We will gamble. And it will be a fair gamble, 50-50. We've got that Mountain left in hand. No prizes for guessing what we're going to search for here. It will be that Natural Order. There it is. So let's see what we can do here. A little bit of a shuffle there. And we're saying 1-3 and 4-6. So this is 4. And unfortunately we hit the Natural Order. So we gambled and it did not pay off. So what do we want to do here? We're going to come across for 3. He's got that raise the alarm in hand if he wants to make a chump blocker. Sure, he's going to say no blocks and go to 10. We're going to lose a vanishing counter off that Marauders, and end step he's going to raise the alarm. Obviously that not in that order, we're just shortcutting a little bit here. So he's got Rally the Peasants in hand, he's got Carbonize. A few options for him here. See what he wants to do. We're basically just drawing to the top of our library here, so we're really relying pretty heavily on our board state. A lot of consideration for him here. He's got 4 permanents here. He's got the rally. I think in his position I probably would just swing at least the soldiers, because they all trade profitably there. I mean, the very worst you'll trade in a 1-1 for a 1-1. The Cult Marauders isn't going to be. It's going to be a blocker for a turn. If not, it's going to be 5 damage. But I think he's going to elect to just carbonize this Huntmaster. He doesn't want to let me gain any value from that there. And he's going to come across with these here. I do miss out on a block here, I think, because I could have just blocked with the Elvish Warrior here. But I'm gonna chump. I could have tapped the Timberwatch Elf there. That's a bit of a misplay for me. Could have tapped the Elf, give it +2/+2, and just sort of eaten that line and kept that Elf all round. Looks like we've drawn Charbelcher, so that's definitely a thing we can do there. Well, it's the only thing we can in fact do, so we will Charbelcher. So it's looking pretty scary for us. We don't know he's got the rally, but obviously we have to respect that after game 1. So I think there'll be a few unfavourable blocks here. We're going to take 1 from that Geldon Marauders. And let's see what happens. He's drawn Windscarred Crag, so just rally Windscarred Crag in his hand. Maybe, I'm not sure on our life total here, but possibly could have been bad for us if that had been an untapped land, where he can play a flashback in the same turn. He's just going to come across with the white main line here. Just a 2/2. I think he's attacking with the soldiers actually. So we're just going to, we're going to block here. He's going to rally. We knew he might have had it. So we're just considering our options here. Nothing to do with that Timberwatch Elf. It can only pump the toughness at 3, and the soldiers are 3/1, so we're just going to take 4 from that line. So I'm not sure what we drew here. It looks like we're just going to pass turn. We've got that Charbelcher activation up to hopefully kill that Lion. It's going to be brutal for us if not. He's going to come across. We are going to activate the Belcher. We're going to throw our lands around as well. Good stuff. 1. Just the 1 there, unfortunately, the Regal Force. So we're just going to send that to the face and say no blocks. And I think he's thinking about flashbacking the rally here. Yep. So he flashbacks rally, puts me to 5, and he's got a second rally in hand, which does in fact put me to 3. It's looking pretty bleak for us here. So we will untap and draw. Looks like a forest. We're just going to see if we're dead or not here, so we're just going to Charbelcher now. We do in fact hit 2 for Charbelcher, so we're going to kill this guy. No point waiting until his turn while he's tapped out, he might have a shelter or something like that, so we need to kind of deal with that now. Just nothing for him there, so we are going to find our Timberwatch Elf. We've got that activation up again, so Might well be turning the corner here. See what we've got. He's got a mountain, 1 card left in hand for him. It's Glimmerpoint Stag. 3/3 Vigilance, definitely going to be tough for me to deal with. He's just reading his own cards now. He's finished reading mine. Basically just a 3/3 Vigilance at this point. I mean, he can target the Charbelcher, and I'm just gonna tap and respond here. I think there's a moment where he just plays it, and I'm waiting for him to choose the target, and he's saying it's pointless choosing a target because he can't do anything about it. So for argument's sake, we're going to say he targets the Charbelcher, and we're going to do that. Then we're going to cheat, so we're going to reveal a mountain and then a forest, but we're going to say that's alright because we're just going to draw this next turn. It's just free information for you. You know I'm drawing a dead spell, so we're just going to play that forest out, and I think we're just going to have to ship it back. Looking pretty bleak for us here, especially when he starts counting mana. We start looking pretty terrified. He has got that rally in the graveyard there still. He says he's going to come across for 3. We're going to block, and then I think we're going to pump. It's a 2/3. Yeah, we're just pumping for fun here. See, put him on tiltlet. He's wondering why. What are we doing this for? Even we don't know. And then we're going to activate this. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to hit for 5. Moment of consideration here, where we think maybe go for the face, but I think the right choice there. Hit that Glimmerpoint Stag. Be pumped by a rally is going to be more than lethal for us here. There's a moment where I think I've taken damage on this, but evidently no. So we will untap and draw. See what we've found. It's Kirdape. 2/3 for 1. Not bad value there. And I'm pretty sure we'll come across for 1 here. Puts him to 9. And we will pass the turn. I think he's drawn Calciderm. Plays the Calciderm out. And he's end step. We're going to Charbelcher, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to fire 8 at Munch here. And the writing's on the wall. He's at 9. We've got 2 attackers to his 1 blocker. We're going to put him to 1. And that is going to be game. We're going to win round 1. So hooray for us. GG.